Hey, so this is going to be a review of this week's Teen Wolf, and if you have not seen it, I suggest you leave right now because we are going to go into spoilers and we're going to be crying over pillows, and it's not good. So I suggest you go watch Teen Wolf, cry, preferably over your pillows because you're going to need them, and then come back and watch and proceed to cry with me because I think we're down to like what, 4 episodes left now, and it just keeps getting more and more intense. So the spoilers are gonna start now, so I suggest you leave. Okay, so starting off, Stiles entered himself in the asylum, the Etkin house, which you saw a few weeks ago, and that first scene with Stiles and his dad, heartbreaking. And of course the pillow, like crying over a fucking pillow. How sad was that? That was so sad. So after that sad scene, we went into a scene with Chris, Argent, Deaton, Allison, and Scott, where we learned more about the Lycan and that it is not a cure and that it will wear off in a few days, which is when the Nogitsune can retake over Stiles. We also found there's a scroll called the Shujine that it tells you how to exorcise a Nogitsune, and the scroll revealed that the only way the Nogitsune can be exorcised is if the host or the body of the host is changed, which Scott referred to as Stiles taking the bite. Obviously, the way to change Stiles' body. So Stiles may be a werewolf. I don't know. Like, this season is just insane. I don't see Stiles as a werewolf. So going after last week, Peter and Derek are still at the sheriff's station, and they are now like actually behind bars. And Chris gets released for a brief second, or not released, but he goes to see his lawyer, but it's not his lawyer. It's the woman from episode 1 of 3B that was behind the torturing of, or actually I think it was actually episode 2. It was when it was revealed it was her, of Derek and Peter being tortured. And we still don't know who she is, but we now know that she is a hunter, but we don't know if she's an Argent or just another family member or just another person who's a hunter. So the last scene, or the last shot of the episode, was Malia walking towards the camera or off the property of the asylum, and her eyes flashed beta blue. Why does she have the beta blue eyes? I don't understand the beta blue eyes part. That made no sense unless I'm missing something completely. But yeah, that was Teen Wolf this week. Okay, so if you watched Wolf Watch, there was a trailer for the rest of the 4 episodes left, and it was insane. So many things happen. We had Derek, who looks like he's been maybe shot. I don't know. There was a hole in his chest, and he was like dying on the floor. We had Argent pulling the trigger on Stiles with Sheriff Stilinski behind him, holding the gun to his head, and Stiles just going, pull the trigger, pull the trigger. And then we had Derek putting lighter fluid on Chris Argent and saying, you burned my family, now I'm gonna burn yours. We had a weird Isaac doing weird things in the mirror. We had, which I think was a thing I'm gonna talk about when we get into the theories, because I love theories, but the last scene, the last shot we had of the trailer was Allison talking to Scott and saying, it's okay, it's all gonna be alright, or something along those lines. And it was creepy, and just the entire trailer was really, really weird, and no one seemed like themselves. Everyone looked possessed, and I think there was other scenes like Chris being weird, and everyone was just weird. And it was odd. It was really odd. Like, maybe the Nogitsune is hopping between them because they all didn't seem like themselves, especially like, no, just all of them, except for like maybe Sheriff Stilinski, because Derek didn't sound like Derek, Allison didn't sound like Allison. It was just, the trailer is insane. Tell me what you guys saw of the trailer, because that trailer was just, it was great. It was really, really good. Now on to the theories. I love theories. Theories are my favorite, which I've probably mentioned. I love theories. But yeah, going along with what I said last week in my theories about the Nogitsune being 3 people, that trailer kind of made me think it's maybe the Nogitsune hops around, or maybe it is still 3. Either way, for sure Allison, and like, I was reading more stuff, and there were like hints that it might be Allison, might be like weird, because obviously the emitters obviously are an Argent thing, and Allison could have gotten hold of them, and the thing that hit Coach Finstock was an arrow and stuff like that. And yeah, and there's this other one that I heard tonight, and I didn't just hear it tonight, but I've heard it the past few weeks, but it wasn't like laid out like it was here, and that this entire 3B season, or maybe whenever Stiles, Scott, and Allison went under in the bathtub, that from that to now is a dream. And I love that theory, because the season is way too intense, and I don't want any of it to be real. The person I wrote it, who's like, they wanted the theory was that like the last shot of 3B would be, it'd be revealed that the entire course of 3B was just a dream, and it would be Scott, Stiles, and Allison coming back alive from, you know, the dead of being in the bathtubs, and being, how long were we out for? And Dean being like 2 minutes. And I love that theory. I adore that theory. I want this to be a dream so bad. I think that'd be awesome if it was a dream. But then, like, what would happen after that? Or, like, it could just be a dream, like, every season or something. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of the dream theory. Tell me all your theories. I love theories. But yeah, that was Teen Wolf this week. And as I said, there's like 4 more episodes left, and they are just getting more and more intense. And I love them, and I have no idea how they could end this season except for the dream. So tell me what you guys thought of this week's episode, and all your theories, of course. And thanks for watching.